not always going to use you. Just get it over with now. And the best way I try to handle it now is I have somebody on my team or somebody else that's going to help you. Someone calls me on family. There's more rejection than there is wins, right? It's just part of the game. Your wins are huge. They're $10,000 checks. Your rejections are just time. And then consistency of doing it, right? You can go on a hot streak for 3 days and think you have to drop everything. Someone see you home tomorrow at 10 when you're prospecting time. And all of a sudden you get out of a funk, out of a rhythm, and your funk's gone, right? And you keep just doing it day and day. Like I have to show these people homes instead of staying consistent. So I have these peaks and valleys. So I would like have like 2, 3, 4 million in sales one month, 0 the next, right? And you're like, what just happened? Because I just blew off everything I was supposed to do. And then it took another 3 to 4 months to ramp back up your business. And so now it's like you have to lead gen. You have to get into it every day. Lead gen, everyone, it's not just cold calling and prospecting. I mean, it's always prospecting. You don't have to just cold call. I do a ton of follow-up now. I mean, I have a database of 25,000, what it is?
Mm-hmm.
We have 25,000 people in our database now over the years of my life. We have tons of people that I barely have talked to. We're trying to always communicate with home evaluations. So they're the biggest in the first couple of years. That was the hardest thing. Also, when you first start, I mean, the first year I made 15,000 gross commission. That hurts. I worked 7 jobs, right? I said, I'm doing this. So I built it all around it. So it just, you have to realize the first year is not your apprentice. You're learning it slowly. You're learning it slowly. As you start building it up and building it up, all of a sudden you're like, oh, cool. Like the second year, I made $96,000, right? The next year I made like 120 and it kept growing. I kept looking how to grow it and make it consistent. So you have to realize the first year you have to learn this trade. It's okay. So it's just, you have to learn the trade and what you're doing and make it consistent. Otherwise you're going to fail. I understand the quick money and the money is important, but you have to learn how to get by the first couple of years and learn what you're doing. So master the trade, take your time. I used to sit there at night, read news articles and emails that I get. There was, not TikTok and everything else out there, and just learn about the business, right? It's all right to go, I'll get back to you, I need to talk to my manager or somebody else. You don't have to answer on the spot. You can just actually have a communication.